There has been the detention of that Muslim cleric in Jerusalem, that the two of the border guards who were shot, the Israeli wounded, have now died, which brings the total of dead to 5. Ironically, everyone who died today was from the north of Israel, an Arab or a Druze Arab from the north of Israel. So it's been a shocking day in many ways. First of all, there was a shootout at the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound. That's highly unusual. So that's the first unusual thing that we saw today. Then there was the discovery that the 3 assailants, the 3 gunmen, were actually Israeli Arabs, that is, Arab citizens from the north of Israel, Arabs with Israeli citizenship. And then the third thing that we see now is the cancellation, the closure of the Al-Aqsa Mosque for Friday prayers. There have, over the past few years, been some closures of the old city, but actually cancelling Friday prayers is so rare that someone at the Al-Aqsa Mosque said they thought that the last time it happened was in 1990. So we see all these things coming together today on this Friday, and they are sending shockwaves through Israel and, I have to say, through the Palestinian Authority.
And as you say, it is a significant attack given the location, because it is the most hotly contested piece of real estate in the Middle East, isn't it, Iris?
It is the most hotly contested piece of real estate, as you put it, and it's significant. It's much more significant than an attack on a bus in Jerusalem, which would affect the people involved and perhaps some Israelis and Palestinians. An attack at this holy site affects all Muslims worldwide. So that's 1.5 billion people who will be looking at that news and will feel affected by that news. And that is perhaps why we saw today the president of the Palestinian Authority, Mahmoud Abbas, making a very rare call to Israel's Prime Minister, telling him he condemns the attack, that he condemns violence at a holy site like this, and asking Israel's Prime Minister to rescind the cancellation of the prayers, to allow the prayers to go ahead, and not to change the status quo at the mosque. What Israel's Prime Minister said is that he's not going to change the status quo after this Friday. That was what the indication that he gave. And he also asked the Palestinian president not to allow things to escalate, because there is a real fear here that it's a tinderbox. It's not only hotly contested, one thing goes wrong there and you see riots, and you also often see deaths. And they're very aware of that on both sides of the line here today.